Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Venya and today I want to talk about a topic that I really didn't want to talk about in the beginning, just because there are already so many videos on this out there, but then I thought again, hey, why not? This is going to be a short one. So this video is going to be all about Christmas gifts for minimalists last minute. Of course, Christmas is coming, and the one question that everyone keeps asking me, or I think everyone else in this world too, is what do you want for Christmas? And I honestly do not always have an answer to that, just because I'm really happy with what I got at the moment. But it is such a kind of convention and tradition to give people something, even if they don't want anything, that people just keep asking and asking and asking. And so I came up with some ideas of what I tell people, what they can get me for Christmas, so I will be happy and won't have that feeling of getting something that I really don't want and that I have a bad conscience about, like regifting it or just throwing it away. So the first thing I always tell people to get me are vouchers. This can be for a restaurant, this can be for cinema, this can be for a supermarket that I go to. Just make sure the people you're giving this voucher to are going to use it. So if they don't like seafood, don't give them a voucher for a seafood restaurant, for example. Just make sure that they will really use it. Often book vouchers are also a good thing, and you can even gift library memberships if this person is so minimalist that they don't even want to own books, which I totally don't get because I have got so many of them. The second thing I always tell people is to get me food. I know this might seem pretty simple, and I don't really want them to buy me an apple or something, although that wouldn't be the worst thing, I guess. But to buy me something that I really want to try or have, but that I normally wouldn't get because I think it is maybe too expensive or it isn't really worth buying on a regular basis, like a special sort of dried fruit or maybe some Christmas cookies that they baked, just something like that that shows them that you put a little bit of time and effort into thinking about what to get you. The third thing that I tell people are experiences or time. Just gift people time. I think time is one of the most precious things you can give to someone, just because in our time and age, oh, this sounds so weird, it is rather uncommon for someone to take like a big chunk out of time out of their day and give it to you and spend it with you on some experiences. This can be a walk, this can be a visit of a museum or bungee jumping. It really doesn't matter. It's the time that you spend with a person that's precious, and I always love those kinds of gifts because people tend to put a lot of effort into it and think about it a lot, and it's just a nice thing to remember, really. The fourth thing, which is kind of the most boring thing, and you probably don't want to tell this or ask for this from just anyone, is money. Especially from relatives that you're not too close with, or you don't want to give them the burden to get something for you. Just ask them for money. If you really want to give me something, give me some money because I'm saving it for a trip or something. They won't feel bad about it because they know that you are going to use it, and at the same time you can use the money for whatever you want and you won't be stuck with some junk that you don't need. Then the fifth thing, and this one I really love, a friend of mine gave me this idea, and that is to ask for people's favorite recipes. So ask them to write down their favorite recipes in the world, maybe like a 3-course menu, but just the recipes, and write them down very neatly in a special like format, and then they give it to you and you can put it in a folder and then save it for later. I think this is a great way to kind of give inspiration to someone else without cluttering up their house. If you are that minimalist that you don't even want paper in your house, they can just simply write it down and send you a photo. I think this is a sweet little gesture because they have to think about which recipes they want to give you, but at the same time it is something that you can really use. Yeah, I don't know. This is something that I will be doing a lot in the future. And then you have this whole like best friends recipe book collection. Another thing that you can ask for is books. As I said, not everyone likes to have books in their room or keep books, but another great thing is to ask your friends to go to those open library shelves that are in some cities and look around and see if there is any book that that I or the person they're giving it to might like, so that in the end, when you've read it, you can just put it back in the shelf. You're still gifting something really, really nice, like a book, something really valuable, but at the same time, you do not partake in the act of buying new things for someone and don't knowing if they like it or not. And then the last thing is again something similar with books, is you can give plants to people. I know, again, not everyone likes plants. For example, I love them. Like, if someone would give me a plant, I'd be so happy. I just recently got 2 new ones, and they're still at my boyfriend's house, but I have to get them here somewhere. But that's a totally different thing. But if you have plants that you can take like little parts of and plant them in a pot, like little seedlings, I don't know what to call them, and put them in a pot with a bit of water. So they're not really big, but it is something that you gave from yourself to another person. And you can definitely ask for that from other people if they happen to have plants. Do not ask them to buy new ones. There are already so many out there. I think I paid for one of my plants myself, and all the others were gifts, or I took them from other people's homes. No, I didn't steal them, but they gave them to me. That's it from me. Of course, the thing with the books and clothes, that you re-gifting things, you can do with other things as well, like clothes and toiletries and kitchen gadgets and whatever you can think of, basically. This was just to give you an idea of what is possible. So I hope you enjoyed this short little video and it gave you some ideas. I hope to see you in the next one soon. Bye!